The man is coming back home. That's right. Thomas Booker returns to the LINC on Sunday. We talk about it next. Swooper, Eagles Raiders preview, all of that with Fran Duffy and EJ Smith, who is up to some nonsense. We're going to find out really if it's worth it. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the PHLY Eagles Show on a Thursday afternoon, live from the Xfinity Studio and presented by Bet365 and Ashley. We got a nice three-way going on today. Bo Wulf, Fran Duffy, EJ Smith, who my guess is will not be able to raise both hands up in the air as this episode begins. Fran, how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm just like bewildered at what has happened in the last 90 seconds in the studio.
So here's the deal.
I had to get a special delivery.
We got Swooper coming up today. Everybody knows that. And I'm sitting over there before the show. EJ comes in, last one here, as usual. And Fran says to me, I think EJ's got something going on today, because he relays that at some point, Fran was filming something for the pregame show, and Lindsay gets a FaceTime from EJ. And EJ's like, is there everybody over there with you? and Lindsay shows him. Fran's like, okay, I'm not going to do that. And then right before the show starts, Julia bursts in and hands him something in a clandestine fashion. Keep in mind that we have rules that to enter a new thing into
Vibes bunny.
You can't change it.
I mean, I think it looks. Do you think it looks like a bunny or a reindeer?
Were you able to successfully get the price tag off?
Just the price tag, not this guy right here. You guys still can't hear us?
So
Oh,
there we go.
We're back.
And they're saying we're back.
So
We're back.
did the chat
All right.
hear the name?
No, the chat didn't hear it. I don't think the chat heard it.
Okay, this is I would like to introduce the Right Direction Reindeer officially, or the Vibes Venison. I'm okay with either name, but I don't like to call the guy Venison. I mean, he's
Right. You
so
don't
cute.
call cow steak while it's still walking around.
My grandpa actually did that to me one time. Yeah, I said I wanted to go to Burger King, and he's like, Burger King's right there. I was like 8. You guys are selling the right direction reindeer about as much as the Eagles players sold the positivity bunny.
That's the thing is I don't know if this is what you were going for, but mission accomplished.
Yeah.
Take us through the thought process here. When did this idea hit you? How excited were you about it? At any point did you second guess yourself?
I'm not gonna. I was excited about it, and I'm not gonna let you tease me for being excited about it. I was on my way into the studio, and I was like, I didn't have a ton of time, but I said I got enough time, and I wanted to be an energy giver today, so I figured get the Right Direction Reindeer. Bring the vibes.
Are you insinuating that the vibes are bad on the show?
Yeah, that's seems to be the insinuation.
That's weird.
And not only that, but you introduced it, and immediately we had a technical difficulty.
The wrong direction reindeer. No, I was not insinuating the vibes are bad on the show. This is more of just like a play on the fact that the Eagles had a positivity bunny. It's now gone. I mean, I was just trying to have some fun, guys. I think you guys are reading too much into the Right Direction Reindeer.
Rightfully pointed out in the chat that it looks like a chipmunk.
Thank you. It doesn't look anything like a reindeer.
If you put him this way, he kind of looks more like a reindeer.
Now, I
didn't design the reindeer.
Why did this require a FaceTime with Lindsay before the show?
Because I don't like to surprise the producer.
But why did you need to FaceTime?
Because I was in the store holding it. What if Lindsay's like
20
no.
minutes ago?
No, it was like an hour ago.
Dude, no, it wasn't an hour. Well, yeah, I guess it might have been an hour.
Yeah. I mean, I just wanted to make sure Lindsay was good with it. Again, no surprises for the producer.
Bo loves to surprise the producer.
We've been talking to Lindsay. Lindsay has really like taken over. Lindsay is the boss of this show.
I mean,
she's running a tight ship.
I try.
Yeah, I was being considerate. Thank you, chat. I appreciate that.
Someone tell Daniz to send me the swoopers. Here we are. All right. Well, I guess we should talk about the Eagles. That feels, you know what? It was a really good intro to the show. Then the audio was down. Now it feels like the last 5 minutes have lasted about 3 hours.
I guess I'll just never bring a prop in ever again. Is this going to end up in the trash like the positivity bunny?
How about like, well, he doesn't have a red nose. I was going to say Right Direction Rudolph or something. Or
what's wrong with Right Direction Reindeer? I like Vibes Venison.
Right Direction Vibes Venison's way better, but obviously you don't want to call it. Who are the other reindeers?
You have Dasher,
you got
Dancer,
Dancer,
Comet, Cupid,
Donner, and Blitzen.
But
Blitzen, there's a football thing there. Maybe is.
But what's the adverb there? The adjective. Which one are you going for? Positivity bunny. I mean, bad vibes, Blitzen. That might be where we're headed with this guy.
All right, let's talk about the Eagles. Today we're going to talk about what happened at the Novacare Complex yesterday. Jalen Hurts addressing all the speculation about his standing with the team after a 4-interception performance. We're going to talk about the Raiders' defense against the Eagles' offense. We'll switch sides of the ball, and then we'll get to Swooper. But let's start with the big deal presented by our friends at Cherry Hill Kia. And the big deal is what Jalen Hurts said yesterday, EJ. What do you got for us?
Yeah, so this was our first time hearing from Jalen Hurts since Monday night. Obviously, there's been a lot of discourse that I would say like heightened pretty quickly in the aftermath of that game. We discussed it at length yesterday about...
How about Confidence Comet?
I liked Positivity Prancer. I think that's the one. Okay. So, yeah, we heard from Jalen Hurts. And... He had a couple of things to say that I thought were interesting. The most interesting thing that he said to me is the struggles, sort of the way that they've looked on offense and the way that he's played. He said that's part of the game, success or greatness. Those things are linear. You have your ups, you have your downs. It's about how you respond to it. I think about that. It's nothing new and I haven't faced before. It's a matter of responding to it, and I have a lot of confidence in how we will respond and how it will go. So yeah, I think Jalen has talked a lot about the response over the last month, but I mean, it's really zeroed in on him right now. And I thought that his message yesterday was about the team response, but especially like him taking accountability for his side of it. I don't know how I feel about Jalen specifically. I have some like bigger picture thoughts on like what the messaging has been about the offense this week, but okay. I do think that Jalen was at least insightful about the mentality that he goes into a week like this with, because this is like, I mean, he's coming off one of the worst games of his career. And yeah, I do think that how he responds will be very telling.
I think I'm most interested after listening to Jalen last night and going through the film, thinking about it the last couple of days. I feel very strongly about my take from Tuesday about like, all right, lean into the things, the new things we saw in the offense.
Right.
I'm cautious based off what we talked about, where it's like,
right.
oh, like, they turned the ball over 4 times, they threw 4 interceptions. Like, no, we gotta go back to being conservative.
But the way that everybody's talking, that
gives me hope.
Yeah, I think so.
The right direction. The right direction. Encouragement elephant would have also made sense here, because that was my big picture takeaway. Is like the company line from the Eagles this week is pretty clearly they did a lot of good things on offense. They feel good about a lot of the things they did. The turnovers overshadow what they did, but like they had 365 total yards of offense. It was the second most they had all year. And I do think that there was, because when I listened to you guys in the day after pod, I thought you hit it on the head, Fran. Like the Packers game into the Lions game, like that offensive philosophy arc, right? Mm-hmm. Where you start with an expansive game plan where it's like, all right, Jalen, like sink or swim. And the next week it's like, well, look what happened in the previous week. We're paring it down and going to a simplified offense. Yeah. I don't get the sense hearing from these guys that that's the direction that they're headed. They seem almost like, it's not even defiant, because I think they were defiant last week. And that's what I was going to say, is that I feel better about the way that the team has responded to this loss compared to this time last week. And I think it is because they've been more like real about where they're at, but also with that realness, they have taken like a true evaluation of what happened.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of that into why early on this week I felt better about it, which is that like I was already here. I needed them to get to the place where, oh yeah, we suck on offense. Like we do need to fix some things.
Yeah.
And I think they have gotten to that point. And I don't know. I mean, it's the Raiders coming in. We'll break it down. It's not the most difficult matchup, but I don't know. I'm willing to believe a little bit.
Now, to pump the brakes on a little bit, and then I'll let you just smash it into the ground, because I imagine that's where we're headed with this.
Okay.
They did have their second highest yardage total and their third highest explosive play rate of the season against the Chargers. It was still, even if you take the turnovers out of it, a bottom half game in terms of success rate and EPA per drive. Yeah. So it wasn't like they were world beaters outside.
Sure, of course.
Like, because when I looked at the EPA numbers, I was like, well, they would say that's turnovers. And but if you take the turnovers out it's still not a good game. So encouraging.
Hey, man, you can't run the ball on a shotgun. We're talking about like minor tweaks that have been a little bit more interesting, but
I just think it's important.
I think we have all just already counted out the possibility that they're going to play up to their talent level.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
They're not going to be a top 10 caliber offense. You just need them to get to like 17.
That is what has made this this turnaround. I guess what's the opposite of this collapse so notable is that I was going back and forth with somebody on the Discord, become a diehard, so you can be a part of our Discord channel earlier this week, and was asked like, where were they before the bye? And it's like I want to pull that up really quickly because it's kind of like jaw dropping when you're like, oh wait, they weren't top 5 in the
Yes.
league, but this was a like usable offense, like a team that was able to create big plays. They were like 11th in EPA and like 15th or 16th in success rate before the bye.
Right.
And then they have been about 20. It's like 25th and 31st since, and that's crazy. That's crazy.
I mean, they haven't scored more than 21 points in a game since October 26th. 21 points in the NFL.
I do remember a time when we talked about how Jalen Hurts was seeing it better, processing better, and it really. That's why those post-bye numbers are so glaring. It's just like, what happened to this offense?
Before the bye, 7th in EPA, 11th in success rate. That's crazy. Crazy. Since then, 7th in EPA, 11th in success rate. After the bye, 25th in EPA, 30th in success rate.
Yikes. All right, that'll do it for the big deal presented by Cherry Hill Kia. We will take a quick break. On the other side, before we get to the breakdown, I want to explore something that you texted us about, Fran, which is that maybe the conversation about Nick Sirianni's involvement in the offense is a little bit different than the way that some people are thinking about it.
Does the right direction, Reindeer, the vibes venison, the positivity prancer, does it make it through the ad break?
Tune in to find out. So the other day, I was house sitting for Thomas Booker. Obviously, he left his place when he got traded to the Raiders, and I'm over there getting ready to watch the game. I know that he thinks he's a big fan, but I get there, and I put on the game, and it was a total disaster. Lagging, buffering, switching between apps, trying to find where on earth I can watch this game. It was terrible. It was like I was fan-fished. So I went back to my house where I've got Xfinity. And what does Xfinity have? Well, it's the perfect fan flex. You get all the action right in your living room, plus Xfinity's best picture and sound with enhanced 4K, so clear it feels like you're in the stadium. And on top of all that, you get real-time notifications and live stats right on your TV. It's the best seat in the house every time. So next game day, make sure that big fan isn't a big fail. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply. Multiview requires Xfinity 4K capable TV box.
If you're like me, a last-minute shopper, then you know the feeling. Shelves are empty, the crowds are picking up, and the ideas are running low. That's where Aura Frames comes in clutch with a gift that feels personal with frames you upload photos and videos to effortlessly straight from your phone. Just download the Aura app and connect to Wi-Fi, and remember, you can't wrap togetherness, but you can frame it. Whether it's that hard-to-shop-for dad or the special someone in your life with picky taste, Aura Frames can give you the peace of mind to avoid those Christmas Eve shopping runs. For a limited time, save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames. They've been named #1 by Wirecutter. You can use the promo code PHLY at checkout. That's AURAFrames.com, promo code PHLY. And remember, this deal is exclusive to listeners and frames sell out fast, so order yours now to get it in time for the holidays. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply, and happy holidays.
Back on the PHLY Eagles podcast, Bo, Fran, and EJ. And what do you got? You got a new one?
I was gonna let it loose a little bit later.
Oh,
surprise.
so sorry. Okay.
That's okay.
Just let it fly. I don't know if it's going to make it to the end of the show.
Caribou. I got. I got the laugh though, at least.
That's good. I mean, it's definitely not the vibe I was hoping it would bring, but yeah, I mean, it's to be expected.
Okay. Now, we've talked all week about how the offense looked a little bit different in its structure and its game plan, knowing that Nick Sirianni was more involved in the game planning process last week. Tell us why, Fran, you think that people maybe aren't appreciating why that could be a good thing.
I think that we've kind of pigeonholed Nick Sirianni a little bit, where he is vibes only CEO. And I feel like that, honestly, that part of it is probably a little bit overrated. And I think the X and O side of it is probably a little bit underrated.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think that the coaching staff and Sirianni certainly have involved in this should be better than what we have seen. Like this output from this year, and honestly, like what we've talked about in the last few years, it should have been better given the tools in the pass game. Having AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, all these guys. But like he's constructed some good offenses in the past. You know, I've had a lot of people come, talk to me on like social media and in the Discord, and it's like, oh, like look at what they did with Frank Reich. And it's like, yeah, like Frank Reich is one of Nick Sirianni's biggest mentors. And like he's learned a lot from Frank Reich. And that's a lot of the same ideologies. There are things that Nick Sirianni, I think, believes in that mirror a lot of that stuff, a lot of those things. So much in the way, looking at some of the things that they did from an X and O standpoint, especially in the first and second down stuff this past week against the Raiders. And when you hear, oh, well, Nick Sirianni's more involved, I'm like, yeah, like I saw some definite differences. And if they start leaning into that more, I do think that's a good thing, because I think that's the way they kind of have to lean.
I also think everybody has sort of written off the idea of Nick as a play caller because in 2021 he had to give it up. But that was his first year as a head coach, handling those game day responsibilities. It was also his first year as a play caller, so it was a lot to juggle right away. He's obviously much more experienced now. I'm not saying he's the one calling the game day plays, but I think down the road, if they were to go back to that, just because it didn't work then doesn't mean that he's not going to be able to handle it now.
Yeah, I mean, he certainly has evolved as a coach since then. And over the years with the different offensive coordinators, Nick has been pretty consistent in saying that like he still takes ownership on the offense. And I think some of that is like the coach standing in the gap for, his guys on his staff and his players. But I do also think that, when a month ago,
less so in 2023. I mean, 2024.
Yeah, because
right.
Kellen, they brought
made
Kellen in.
say,
Yeah, right.
Like, it's not my offense anymore.
But still, I mean, a month ago we would be talking about how Nick Sirianni takes ownership over, the issues for the Eagles offense. And I do think that, I don't know, it's especially hearing from guys that there was a positive reaction to what Nick brought to the table last week.
I think too the idea of, oh well, where did I want to go with this? I had it earlier. The caribou threw me off. I think it is very interesting, and I am glad to honestly I'm glad to hear that the vibes coming out of it that you've gotten from the locker room, the reaction to it has been, oh yeah, like what we did was positive.
Yeah.
We're not going to pull the reins back and go super conservative.
The reins.
Have we talked about the hitch stuff? Did we talk about that on the show, or was that off the show?
I was thinking that was off show.
You want to talk about that? Because I think it's a little bit interesting and plays into this whole discussion a little bit.
Yeah, and I don't want to take Dana's thunder too much, because
Sure.
obviously we know that he has been at the forefront of the hitch discussion.
Yeah, Mr. Hitch.
But I did say this on Tuesday's show, was that I texted Dana's as I was going through the film Tuesday morning, and I said, I think this is going to be the lowest rate of hitch routes that we've seen all season long. So he got back to me late Tuesday. So after we did the show, it was late Tuesday night, and he says, this was actually exactly the average. And I said, okay, is there any way you can look at it like first and second down split, first third down split? And this was the lowest rate of hitch route, and one game sample.
Sure.
Obviously, we take that take that context. Lowest rate of hitch routes on first and second down, and the highest rate of hitch routes on third down over the course of the season. And here's a couple of things. There's a few things here. Number one, not all hitch routes, because that's a wide umbrella.
Mm-hmm.
Not all are the same. Sometimes what they would call a hitch route might just be like a deep curl that's designed. My thing was the hitch routes that we saw in a lot of these plays, they were with purpose. Like there was the one that we talked about, like the second deep shot they called for Devontae Smith, where they brought him in motion and he was going to run the deep through route, and Jalen ended up running the other way for like a 2 or 3 yard scramble. AJ Brown is running what is called a hitch route, under that terminology. It's a deep curl route designed to hold the corner so that Devontae Smith can run by into the void. That is like, all right, that's done with a purpose. That's not just, all right, you're running a hitch,
Yeah.
everybody's running hitches. That is not what the identity of this pass game was this past week. So, I think,
but it goes to feeling like the first and second down and the third down plans are written by different authors.
Yeah, and I that is a common occurrence. That is when you have there's no like this is our identity, and this is what we are. This is our philosophy. That can get a little bit murkier. Like I was asked recently on the Discord about like, oh well, what is it that like a Sean McVay offense? Like what is it that makes that like year to year? Like because they evolve and they change. The staple philosophies are to say, hey, like this is what our goal is every single week. Like they're going to find ways to get the ball to Puka Nacua, to Devontae Adams. How they do it changes. Like you're going to tweak things out because you're going up against different defenses, different schemes. You're trying to pull different levers. But like the idea, like the core philosophies stay the same. And that's what we've talked about the last few weeks, and the difference between like play calling and sequencing versus the game plan versus like the philosophy.
Yeah.
I think the game plans each week are like not all that great, and I think that's because the philosophy is a little bit murky, and it's because things are stripped down, and so you have a limited menu. It's a difficult conversation. It's obviously a very layered conversation, and it can't all get fixed midstream.
Yeah,
that's the big part of it.
All right, well, let's see what we think about whether or not they can fix it to some degree in a matchup against a Raiders defense that is not very good. 23rd in the NFL in EPA per drive, 19th in DVOA. You see the stack up here. Eagles offense not very good either.
Nope.
Raiders defense worse against the pass than it is against the run. And one thing that is interesting here that stands out, Fran, in terms of the way that they play, first in the NFL in cover 3 rate at almost 50% of the time. What does that mean for the Eagles game plan this week?
So honestly, it's not the same, but it's similar from what we saw a week ago, where these early down, like, shot plays and like vertical chunk plays that they dialed up. You're doing similar kinds of things. It's against different zone coverages. And so there are going to be tweaks. There are going to be subtle tweaks here and there because the defenders that you're trying to affect and you're trying to put into a bind are different. But if the opposing defense, hey, they're going to play cover 4, let's dial up our cover 4 beaters. So they run that deep post to Devontae Smith, and that's a cover 4 beater. You run dagger because you think you're getting cover 2. Now all your cover 3 beaters come into play. And so a lot of those like post wheel concepts that they tried to go to, like that's a concept that works really well for going up against cover 3. What's interesting is that they are number 1 in cover 3. They are number 32 in cover 1. Both they are the two primary like single high coverages. So if they're playing single high, then it's going to be zone, and if they are playing too high, it's going to be man. That's so like for the most part. But it's interesting kind of seeing it's definitely a more predictable defense than what was. It's a much more static defense, a little bit less disguise. We're going to try and out execute you. The problem is the talent's not great.
Right.
It's a very young team. They've had injuries. They've traded players. Yeah, the defense is better than the offense. The offense is bad. But the defense, it's predictable. There are going to be opportunities here for them to be able to move the ball, especially through the air. I think they're one of their starting corners got hurt last week, so he's out. Caillou Blue-Kelly. So now you got the rookie Darian Porter. He steps in, but one of Bo's favorite prospects from this past draft because he's like 26 years old and has like 6 career starts in college at Iowa State. So yeah, it's but. He fared pretty well. He went up against Cortland Sutton last week and competed really, really well at a high level. Now, there'll be a different beast going up against Devontae and A.J. Brown, but that'll be an interesting test.
How's our boy, the Bookman, looking?
Solid. I mean, he plays, like half the snaps. It's a rotation.
Well, here's the deal. I think we've talked about this before. The YouTube algorithm for PHLY just absolutely in the dumper these days. Something happened that has completely tanked our numbers, and there's really not much that we can do about it. The audio numbers are doing great. So everybody's holding up their end of the bargain.
Like
we
the
appreciate
video.
that.
Yeah, please like the video if you're listening.
All that stuff. And so instead of leaning into YouTube best practices, I'm zagging today. I'm throwing Thomas Booker on the thumbnail. Who cares? Doesn't matter.
Thomas Booker. Can you name the other former Eagles on the defense without thinking or without looking?
I think I can.
Okay.
There are 6 of them because I asked BG about it this week.
Oh, okay, got it.
So I know Devin White.
Yes.
Take this because I actually have the depth chart in front of me. Obviously, you got Pickett.
Yep.
I know that Albert O was on the practice squad.
Oh, okay. I don't have the practice squad in front of me.
There's another player on the practice squad, and then I think there's one more. There's one more on defense.
Are we counting? So, yeah, defense you're missing.
Oh, Raheem Mostert.
Yeah, Raheem Mostert was who I was just thinking.
is on the
Correct.
team.
So
By the way, check out the latest edition of Unblocked.
Of course. So you got Devin White, you got Thomas Booker. You're missing one more defensive player.
One more defensive player and another player on the practice squad. The defensive player is going to be...
Don't look at the chat.
Okay.
I'm surprised you haven't gotten this one.
Yeah,
that's my hint.
This would be if Vic Fangio could pick one player from this roster, he would pick this player.
He's very nice. He was nice to cover. I liked him.
Vic Fangio could pick one player from this round. Oh, Tristan McCollum.
Yep.
Of course.
That's right. Of course. Yeah. And then the other practice squad guy is
I have to look at their practice squad.
Albert. Oh, Kwegbenam. I'll have to figure out.
Would you say that's your favorite player ever?
No. Okay.
Yeah, the defense is just it's not look. Max
just fun.
Crosby. Max Crosby's a great player.
He's banged up right now.
Banged up. Yeah, so we'll see. Like potentially, is he going to go up against Lane Johnson? Is Lane Johnson going to play? What's your vibe there?
You know, today will be very telling. The Eagles practice coming up here. I would say it didn't surprise me too much that he didn't practice or he wasn't like a participant on the estimation.
Okay.
I feel like with the estimation, the Eagles had a walkthrough yesterday, so the injury report is an estimation by the PR staff. Like I feel like what?
Terrell Edmonds.
Terrell Edmonds. I wasn't sure if Tremaine or Terrell. I couldn't remember on the fly, so I just kind of stayed quiet. Wish I hadn't said that on the show. So I would say like the fact that they're on the practice field today will be more telling about Lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that they need to force him back.
But the thing is, if I guess you would take the chance anyway, but they could have just put him on IR if he doesn't play this week.
Yeah, but I mean, AJ Dillon is still lingering there on.
So it's not like
they
yeah.
need that spot.
Well, that guy brought in the positivity, bunny.
Yeah,
some people say that the props that bring good vibes are, you know
what they should.
they're important
You know
parts.
what he should ride on? Bring everybody along on? The sleigh.
No.
Yes.
You know, like Loopy Tuesdays. I feel like we've all hit a wall, and so that we have like no juice.
I brought in the positivity.
Yeah,
for answer. That's juice.
Screeching halt.
No, that was
the opposite. It really did.
He's trying to have fun on the show.
Like lit all the air out of the balloon. We had the balloon had like 20% air in it, and it just really spit it all out.
That's absolutely right. All right, we got to take a break. We'll be back with more on the other side with Vinny Venison.
Picture this, a fan cave that actually feels like your dream setup. Thanks to Ashley, that could be real. We're giving away a $2,500 Ashley Furniture gift card. Go big on a sectional, add some stylish pieces, or trick out your space for game day. It's all up to you. Just visit ashleyfancave.com, see if you're eligible, fill out the form, and you're entered. It's that simple. Enter now, and you might be watching the next big game in a fan cave built by you, courtesy of Ashley.
If you are looking everywhere for a Jeep or Ram truck, you're going to have to keep looking until you find the only one place that you need to go. And that, of course, is our friends at Cherry Hill Jeep. It's the best place in South Jersey, the market leader since 1967. At cherryhilljeep.com, they have you covered on the best selection, but most importantly, the best prices. Slide into a 2025 Jeep Wrangler this month for $289 a month. Every Wrangler delivers strong drivetrains, innovative engineering, and quality components that underpin this icon's legendary heritage. So stop in today, tell them PHLY sent you, and receive $1,000 off any new car and an additional $2,000 for your trade-in. I know people buy Jeeps and Ram trucks elsewhere. I just don't know why. Drive home in your new Jeep or Ram truck today, just minutes from all bridges, or available online 24/7 at cherryhilljeep.com. fancave.com.
Picture this, a fan cave that actually feels like your dream setup. Thanks to Ashley, that could be real. We're giving away a $2,500 Ashley Furniture gift card. Go big on a sectional, add some stylish pieces, or trick out your space for game day. It's all up to you. Just visit ashleyfancave.com, see if you're eligible, fill out the form, and you're entered. It's that simple. Enter now, and you might be watching the next big game in a fan cave built by you, courtesy of Ashley.
Back in the PHLY Eagles podcast, we forgot about Vixen, so you could have just gone Vibes Vixen
Vibes Vixen.
or Vixen Vibes.
I like Positivity Prancer. I think that's a good one. And venison curry in the chat was good.
Yeah, it was good.
Vixen vibes gives like a little, like,
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know, like
Little-
a vixen.
That's a good point.
Ooh, it's
Yeah.
good. Vixen Vibes.
I'm happy to report that I will be the only person on the set not to do that today.
All right, let's get to the super chats. Dickie B14 says,
Wow.
at what point is the juice not worth the squeeze with Nick? The coordinator carousel isn't going to end. That can't be what Jeffrey wants, right?
I think it's important to note Mike Silver had a piece in The Athletic today that he talked to Jeffrey Lurie, who think he said what you'd expect him to say. He's not worried. He thinks the offense will get back on track.
It's a very clear talk to Jeffrey on his way to the locker room after the game. Got two sentences. You get one at the top of the story, one at the end of the story.
Oh, I mean, listen, getting the owner is,
No doubt.
it's good reporting. Yeah, I don't
also-
want to diminish it.
I'm not poo-pooing
Yeah.
the reporting. I'm just, from the writing, you can tell.
But
Make it work.
it's also the second time that Jeffrey's gone on the record this season.
Yes.
That's very
Yes.
abnormal.
Yes.
He very rarely does that. It's I think it's notable that he's done that twice this year.
No doubt about it. And it's a lot of this is not 2023. We've got a Super Bowl. He called it a Super Bowl defense,
Yes.
which tells you a lot actually
Mhm.
about his level of expectations
Yeah.
for what they should do and what he will regard as failure.
Right. Yeah. And, I've been trying to take the temperature from defensive players this week. I really don't get the sense that these guys are like looking at the offense, like get it together. We have a quote from Jordan Davis, or I pulled a quote from Jordan Davis from yesterday, where he basically says, like, I've never wavered by that stuff. Offense is going to have their games, and I'm so deep into this faith in the offense that I have that one day, hopefully very, very soon, it's going to click. Like they are holding the line right now for sure.
And so to the question on the super chat, if the offense continues to struggle, does it get to a point where Jeffrey thinks about Nick?
I think it's a fair question to ask. I think that they would do a Kellen Moore 2.0 experiment before they would fire a coach that just won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think I think the only way that happens is if there's some kind of ultimatum that
Yeah, I would say if there's
Yes.
a disagreement about
Yeah.
Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman's input in the staff, then yeah, and that I mean it's happened before. So
SRG 5007. Keep the vibes venison, he says. We had another super chat telling us about no audio, which again was caused by the vibes venison.
I don't know if that's
14, hoping this is enough to make the vibes reindeer go away. Frank Barber.
well now it's even.
I also agree that they should keep the corgi dressed up as a reindeer.
this is
Dickie
very
again,
corgi-like.
fire it into the sun. And CDP, EJ, good try on the props. Your heart was in the right place. Appreciate the hard work you, Fran, and the producers do for the show. Happy holidays.
Very good CDP. Thank you.
good.
Thank
All
you.
right. Anything else on the Raiders defense?
Devin White flies around. Jamal Adams is a full-time linebacker for them now.
Yeah, it's kind of
That's
funny.
interesting. Yeah. Trying to think if there's anything else that's like notable. Not really.
Okay. Other side of the ball. This has been one of the worst offenses in football for the Raiders, and that was with Geno Smith, not with Kenny Pickett, who seems likely to play in this game. And of course, they're going up against a very good Eagles defense. As you see there, Raiders 30th in EPA per drive, 29th in success rate, 29th in EPA per dropback, and dead last in EPA per rush. Good thing they used a top 10 pick on a running back.
He's tied for the league lead in rushes that go for negative yardage this year. Any guesses on who he's tied with?
It's not Saquon Barkley, is it?
Sure is.
Oh,
Wow, yikes.
Yikes.
And this is a Raiders offensive line that is described unanimously by everybody who like watches the whole league as the worst offensive line in football.
And
Like comically bad.
yeah, like, and last year it was like signs of optimism with that group. Where it's like, oh, like, all right, like DJ Glaze, like at the right tackle, he was a rookie last year. It's like, okay, there's something here.
DJ Glaze is a good name. I mean, it's a funny name. I can't.
I like the slow point though.
I wasn't gonna be able to keep it in. I'm sorry, Fran. I'm sorry.
Trying to have a professional show here. You had Colton Miller at left
He
tackle.
MC's the Krispy Kreme.
Dylan Parham at left guard is a solid player, but it's been a bad group. They look like a poorly coached group. They've got a couple rookies that have rotated in and out. So Caleb Rogers, who was one of the players that we think the Eagles may have potentially been targeting on the second day of the draft. And
Raiders got both of the guys.
The Raiders got both guys, Charles Grant and Caleb Rogers. Grant has not really played all that much, and Rogers is starting to get worked in the last couple of weeks, and it's been kind of a weird year for him where it looked like he was going to get some early playing time, and then the reports coming out of practice from from the Raiders beat was that coaches saw him in practice and said it would be unfair to the rest of the offensive line to have him on the field.
Wow.
And then they put him out there, and he was like fine, like pretty good. So it's just been weird. There's been a lot of ridicule because Pete Carroll hired one of his sons to be the offensive line coach, and it has been an abject disaster. And so there's been questions on that. This is my most interesting note when it comes to this matchup here, though. And it's not even a matchup. It's just these two run games on the field at the same time. This is the fourth NFL game since the year 2000 between the NFL and FBS rushing leaders from the previous season matching head to head. So you had Saquon Barkley against Ashton Genty.
It's the second one or
the fourth one. This is the fourth one.
Okay.
The previous three were all won by the team with the NFL rushing leader.
Okay.
Reason to believe that.
There you go.
That makes sense. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense, right? Because especially in like history, decades ago, the best running back in college football would have been drafted high. Yeah.
Sure. Caribou.
Some ex-Eagles in the Raiders front office as well.
What's that?
Some ex-Eagles in the Raiders front office.
A bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, several.
Brandon Hunt.
Yep.
Anthony Patch.
Yes.
Ryan Paganetti.
I didn't know that that's where he was.
Head coach, research specialist.
I didn't know that's where he was.
And of course, strength and conditioning assistant, Deuce Gruden. This is you mentioned Pete Carroll's son, the offensive line coach. This is a nepotism heavy staff.
Yeah. It could be a one and done staff. Probably a one and done staff.
Probably.
I guess. Yeah. This has been but they'd be paying like 4 different coaches.
I know.
If that were the case. So it's
Linebackers coach John Glenn still kicking it around as great American hero.
EJ does not know who John Glenn is.
I was going to say.
You don't know who John Glenn is, really? I was just joking.
frantically Googling John Glenn.
I'm sitting this one out.
I'm with you, EJ. I was about to Google it too. Guess we're just too young for these two.
I mean, yeah. These old millennials here. Are you guys old millennials? We've talked about this before.
Probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Certainly old.
What?
So I'm certainly old.
No, you're not. You're not old. It's just an old millennial. An early millennial. Early adopter.
You made a whole thing about how washed I am.
I'm trying to be nice.
Positivity. Prancer. Or whatever.
A guy named Rip Rowan. That's a fun name.
Is it open? No, you're good.
What else we got?
All right. Sell me on. You were the one who put it into existence earlier this week, Fran, that this could be the Cardinals game from 2023.
Yeah.
Sell me on the Kenny Pickett vision, how he's going to get it done against this Eagles.
No,
defense.
it's not going to be from this group.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be like a crazy collapse if it's like, oh, the Raiders move the ball up and down the field. I would be very surprised by that. Look, when you're looking at this offense, the wide receivers are bad. They started playing the rookie second round pick Jack Besh last week for the first time this season. I think he had like 5-6 catches. But he's a
love that
possession,
guy.
big body, like possession type of receiver.
27 years old.
Right. Yeah. Not a great group of receivers. Brock Bowers is excellent. He's their number one receiver. There are going to be a lot of reps, honestly, where Quinyon Mitchell's matched up on Brock Bowers.
Oh, interesting.
Would be my guess.
Play a lot of 12 personnel.
Yeah, they play a lot of 12. They play a lot of 13. And when they do that, Bowers is the guy that's moved around the formation. And so then he's going to get matched up against corners. And so last week, I think I was looking at some next-gen stats last night, and it was like anytime he was matched up against Sertan, 0 targets. And then all the other stuff came against linebackers and safeties in the middle of the field. So they will do some things to try and attack the Eagles defenders in zone coverage. They'll run some different post wheels and like different 3-layered stretches and like all the different things from that side of it to try and get Bowers in space. So that's what they're going to try and do with Pickett. Offensive line's bad, like we mentioned. The run game, Gentie's a good player. He's really good at forcing his way through contact. The problem, it's kind of like with Saquon, is that he's had no room to operate for much of this year. So that's kind of the issue there with that offense. As far as what the formula is for them trying to lead an upset, I think the formula for a Raiders win is that the Eagles offense looks dreadful. The Raiders offense gets an explosive play here or there, and like they get, a turnover, special teams play, like so, and they win, 17-13. That's how they win this game. This would honestly be worse than the Cardinals lost. They lost this game, I think.
I agree with that.
Yeah. This would be worse.
This team still has a chance.
Yeah.
I don't have a great feeling about the game.
I feel better about this one than I did last week or even the week before.
Well, you should.
Yeah. Well, 2 losses
relative to
yeah.
I don't know. This final stretch the Eagles have, just to me, it is more treacherous than we're giving it credit for. Maybe they'll just roll all the teams other than the Bills remaining on their schedule.
If they lose this game, they're going to lose the division.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're not going to make if they lose this game, they're not going to make the playoffs.
They shouldn't lose it. I'm just saying. I don't think it's that simple. There's variance with this team this year.
You don't say.
I mean, I'm just saying. Yeah.
Got to decide whether to go with the Eagles and Survivor this week. Still alive. I try to never pick the Eagles until push comes to shove.
What are the other options
for like ethical reasons or for strategic reasons?
For ethical reasons.
Okay, I respect that.
Until I have no choice, so it's either them or I could take the Texans at home against the Cardinals.
I think that's the even playing field.
Okay. Let's take our last break. We'll come back on the other side with Swooper. It has been a while since we have known the feeling of an Eagles win. That's true. But whether your favorite team wins or not, there's always another way to win on the BetParx online casino app. You can check out brand new casino games like Huff and More Puff and Fireblaze Sky Queen, which is a BetParx exclusive. The only app I ever use to play all my favorite casino games in the palm of my hand. Play blackjack, roulette, craps, poker, baccarat, and hot online slots like Cash Eruption, 88 Fortunes, and Cleopatra online slots. You can play hot online slots based on your favorite streaming shows like The Walking Dead, Squid Game, Breaking Bad, and Peaky Blinders. And all your favorite classic casino games right from wherever you are. New users get up to $1,000 casino bonus back if you're down in the first 24 hours. Go to betparx.com and download the app right now and enjoy all the action and excitement from the casino at your fingertips. Must be 21 and in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Maryland, or Michigan for BetParx. You love to play. You play to win. You bet. BetParx. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
If you could use a few $100 extra in your pocket, which this time of year everybody could, let Rocket Money do the work for you. Because you know how this goes. You have the daily coffee habits. You've got the unwanted subscriptions because you signed up to watch a TV show on one of these streaming platforms a few months ago and you forgot to cancel it. That's where Rocket Money comes in. They've got 5 million users worldwide. They save literally hundreds of dollars a year per customer by canceling these unwanted subscriptions, by monitoring your spending. You can get alerts on your phone if you feel like you're getting a little bit too close to the end of your budget. Let them do the hard work for you. Cancel those unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Download the Rocket Money app, enter our show name, PHLY, Philadelphia Eagles Podcast, in the survey so they know that we sent you. Don't wait. Download the Rocket Money app today. Tell them you heard about them from our show.
We are back on the PHLY Eagles podcast. Bo, Fran, and EJ. It's time for Swooper Soarcasting. Now, the algorithm has all of a sudden turned up. There are millions of people watching now, so I got to explain to the newcomers what Swooper is. And hello, Julia. Welcome in, Judge Julia. Thank you to Lindsay for the wonderful graphics. Every week, we bring to the table 12 different items that may or may not hit in the Eagles game. And we have turkeys, which are dollars, to bid. And we bid on the items that we think are most likely to hit. And then after the game, we find out who had the most items hit, and that person gets a point. On the course of the season, EJ and I entered last week tied with 4.83 points. That's right, we go double decimal. Fran was toiling down in last place with 2.33, 2 1/3. What happened last week? Well, if you think that the Eagles are due, maybe Fran is the person who makes you believe, because the dam broke for Fran. He had 7 items, and 5 of them hit. The Eagles outgained the Chargers on the ground. Did not happen. Jalen Hurts and Justin Herbert combined for more than 20 passing yards on plays from under center. Jalen Hurts makes it happen. Tank Bigsby and Will Shipley combined for more snaps than Saquon Barkley's longest play from scrimmage. No dice, but Zach Bond has more total tackles than Arande Gadsden has yards after catch. Check. A current or former Eagles specialist scores more than 9 points. Check. Out of the following options, one of the most this was the most common yards gained. Which one was it? 6 or 10? I'm guessing 6.
It was 6, yeah.
And then the Eagles have more sacks on defense than Alabama's margin of victory over Georgia. Alabama did not win, and thereby the Eagles had more. I only had one item hit, which was the Chargers will average fewer than 6 plays per offensive drive. I doubled down on the Eagles will win by more than 1 point. Obviously did not happen, so I got 0 points last week. EJ went 1 for 6. You finally lost. The Eagles remain 100% on the season in goal-to-go situations, but you hit at least one of the following things happens. Your little poo-poo platter.
The poo-poo platter, I was ridiculed for prioritizing, for valuing.
You know what's funny, though? It was so close to not hitting.
He was hit 122. They dropped it to 121, yeah, I think. Yeah,
he was sitting 2 yards short of it for like a full quarter. It's like, oh man, he's not gonna hit it.
I did realize I'm gonna be accountable to the listeners, to myself, and my Swooper house here. I did not realize that if Georgia won the game, Fran got the point.
We talked about it.
I know. I'm not here to defend myself. I'm holding myself accountable. Hand up. That's on me. Got to do a better job.
Julia,
it starts and ends with me.
Great. I'm great. How are you guys?
We're well. Thank you for
so weird being in the same building, but so far away. Yes.
All right. So Fran is now just a point and a half back of EJ and I at the top. EJ and me at the top. He enters today with 27 turkeys. He will go first this week. EJ will go second. He's got 31 turkeys. I will go third. I've got 25. And then the professor's submissions after that. Fran, kick us off. Do we have an introduction?
We do not have an item.
Okay.
I didn't believe you. You said that earlier.
No. But I do have a fun one to start us off with.
All right.
Saturday is the Heisman Trophy ceremony.
Mm.
And with that, the Eagles win the time of possession battle by a longer duration than the acceptance speech of the Heisman Trophy winner on Saturday night. So the clock will start as soon as the first word at the podium is spoken.
Okay.
And it ends with their last word. So whatever that clock is. Now, they are allowed a window of 5 to 8 minutes to speak. Now they can choose if they want to go the full
That's
length.
it?
Or it's not long. Yeah,
Okay.
they're young kids.
They have to go 5 minutes?
They don't have. I don't think they have
Okay.
to. I think I've seen some that have gone a little bit.
Okay.
I couldn't get an exact number, but yeah, I wanted to get an idea of like what I could compare this to. So, time of possession battle. Can the Eagles win the time of possession battle by a longer duration than the acceptance speech of this Heisman Trophy win? Now, Here's the caveat. The winner of this item can predict the winner of the Heisman Trophy, and if they are able to correctly do so, they are awarded 7 turkeys for next week, regardless of whether the item hits or not. So even if the Eagles lose the time of possession battle.
Just spending turkeys.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yep, you get turkeys for next week.
Okay.
We'll start the bidding at 4.
4. Item 1. Can I get a 5? Can I get a 5?
5.
5.
6.
Item 1. Oh, 6.
7.
7.
Are you gonna do that every time?
I'm going for 7.
8.
8. And I get a 9. 8. Going once. HR friend going twice. Sold a friend for 8.
It's worth more to Fran than it is to me. Like he knows.
The odds are pretty stacked here.
Well,
You got it for 8 or for 9?
I got it for 8.
Got it for 8.
We got it for 8, and I'm going to say that Indiana quarterback Fernando Mendoza wins the Heisman Trophy.
But see, these kids, they're so like they're young. They don't. I feel like their speeches are gonna be quick. They don't want to be. What is it? Cringe.
And you get the 7 turkeys. I probably should have bid 9 there. But okay, you're down to 19 turkeys.
Down to 19 turkeys.
All right, over to you, EJ.
All right, my first item is the Eagles' offense has more offensive snaps from under center than from empty formations. They had 1 more snap of empty against the Chargers than they did from under center, but they were much better from under center than empty formations against the Chargers.
Okay.
Do they lean more into under center this week?
I like this one.
Thank you. I feel like it's about 55-45. So I've been trying to make them more likely to hit. I'm going to start the bidding at 4.
5.
Oh,
6.
5. Oh, 6. 6. Can I get a 7?
7.
7, Fred.
8.
7. Can I get an 8 to EJ?
9.
8. Oh, 9 to Bo. Can I get a 10?
10.
10 to EJ. Can I get 11? 10 going once. 10 to EJ going twice. Sold to EJ.
Nice thump.
That was a good one.
That was a good
I'm
thump.
using-
You got a gavel over there? What do you got?
Is it? I actually, a temporary one. I'm using the end of a screwdriver right now, but I'll get it. I'll
Nice.
get an official gavel moving
Is
forward.
it a Phillips or a good flathead? What do you got?
This is actually one of those like the star ones that like you can never
Oh.
find when you need it, but
Nice.
yeah,
And now you'll lose it.
and I'll lose
That's
it. Yeah.
okay.
I should have gotten a gavel while I was getting this guy.
Yeah, should have.
Money
All
well
right.
spent.
Item number 3. Thomas Booker.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Of course, he's on the thumbnail. Got to get him involved. Thomas Booker has a sack, a tackle for loss, or is involved in a turnover. And I will open the bidding at 2.
2. Can I get a 3? Can I get a 3? 2 going once.
2.
Ooh, 2 to Bo. 2 to Bo going twice.
3.
Oh, 3. Can I get a 4? Can I get a 4? 3
This is
going
your
once.
guy.
3 to EJ going twice. Sold to EJ.
I can't believe you. This is your guy.
You could have let me have him.
I didn't want you. It was
It
too.
was a
It
sa-
wasn't
was a
fair for
sack.
2.
Was
A sack or a TFL. He's involved in a
done.
turnover.
All right, do you want to know what his line is for the year?
No, I know it's bad because I looked at it this morning. I thought it was too good a value for 2, and I figured you would bid this up because this is your guy. It's like me relenting on a Cam Latu item on 3.
He's got as many sacks and as many sacks and TFLs as I do this year. He jumped on 1 fumble. He got a fumble recovery.
Okay. I don't feel great about it.
All right.
Chum in the water.
The professor, item number 4. At least one of these 2 things happen. And he also has brought in Thomas Booker. Okay, so there are 2 things we're going to read here, and at least one of them happens. Tristan McCollum plays more defensive snaps than Sidney Brown, and or Thomas Booker plays more defensive snaps than Jordan Davis. Oh, he says McCollum played 1 snap last week. His first since week something. A little too small since week 9. Booker is averaging 22 snaps a game over the past 3 weeks. 32?
This is 32.
Okay. All right. All right. I will start the bidding at 3.
3. 3 to Bo. 3 to Bo going once. Can I get a 4? 3 to Bo going twice. Can I get a 4? Oh. Sold to Bo.
Yeah, take it. I thought about it, but you take it.
Okay.
All right, my next one. Jalen Hurts is not credited with a giveaway in the game. So no turnovers for Jalen Hurts. So he does not lose a fumble, does not throw an interception. He can fumble, but he can't lose, can't result in turnover. We'll start the bidding at 3.
4.
5.
Overtime.
Oh.
Nice.
Can we pull, we need to pull the clip of you saying you've never missed it. You said this yesterday.
I didn't miss it.
It's technically when we've been streaming for 1 hour, not like 3 o'clock.
Okay.
So I hit it at 57. So
Never missed it. My parents, when I was a kid, would say, "Shame the devil, tell the truth."
All right. What are we at here?
I think 3.
I got distracted. I think I was going to say 4, but 3?
4.
4, is it on 4 to Fran?
No, 4 for me.
5.
4 for, okay.
4 for,
five.
okay. Yeah, 5.
6.
All right. 5 to Bo. 6 to EJ.
7.
7 to Fran.
8.
8 to EJ. 8 to EJ going once. They got a 9. 8 to EJ going twice. Gonna get a 9er. Sold to
9.
EJ for a 9.
Oh!
you didn't get it in
Did
there.
I get it in or not?
No, she said.
Julia's the judge.
I hit the gavel. I'm sorry, Bo.
Oh, that's good value right there. All right, am I up?
I mean, I can't account for the delay. I don't know how
That's
much
okay.
there's a
That's
delay,
okay.
but
That's okay. EJ's down to 10.
All right, my second item. The Eagles go 100% in goal-to-go situations, 1 game only. Now, as you guys know, this item has been very kind to me, so I figured I'd resurrect
you have
it.
to clarify here now.
Yeah, this is important. This is important distinction.
Goal to go, not red zone.
But go 100% means that they have to convert 1. It can't be 0 for 0.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I will start the bidding for this sentimental item at 3.
What was that?
He said for 3.
For 3.
For 3.
43? I think he said
43.
43.
No, 3.
3. Ooh, 3. All right. Can
4.
I get a 4? 4
4
to
for me.
I
Fran.
should have just made it 4.
4 to Fran.
5.
5 to EJ. Can I get a 6?
6.
Can I get a 6? Ooh, 6 to Fran. Can I get a 7? 6 to Fran going once. Can I get a 7? 6 to Fran going twice. No 7s. Sold to Fran for 7. 6.
6. Yeah.
6.
I have
Sorry.
mismanaged my
Okay.
turkeys today. I feel bad about it.
Still
All right.
I came in with a plan, and that plan is not gone to
It's
plan.
going the wrong way, reindeer.
Do you like how I kind of stuck them in here so that
Oh,
everybody
so
can still
cute.
see?
That's nice. That's nice. Yeah. That little definitely not a reindeer.
It looks so funny on the screen.
Somebody noticed eventually.
All right, item number 7. Jalen Hurts does at least one of, but not all of the following things. Scrambles for 40-plus yards. Talked about him scrambling less. Is sacked at least twice. Has not been sacked more than once in a game since the bye. Has his best passer rating since the bye. That would basically be 100, would be his best. Does not throw an interception. Throws a touchdown pass of 30-plus yards. And dances after a touchdown.
At least twice. Does at least one, but not
At least one, but not all. I will start the bidding at 4.
5.
Ooh, 5 to EJ.
6.
Can I get a 6? Nope.
6.
6 to Fran. Oop.
7.
6 different. Oops, 7 to EJ. Can I get 8?
Is the dances after a touchdown one that he scores or any touchdown?
Any touchdown.
Okay.
He doesn't dance very much these
He
days.
doesn't dance very much.
Well, look, maybe he gets the swagger back. That's what you're
That's what I'm
calling.
saying.
Ooh, I have a good story about Jalen Hurts dancing when we're done this.
Where are we at?
Nope. 7 to EJ.
7 to EJ, 8 to Fran.
Yep. Can I get 8 to Fran?
10.
Can I get a 9? Ooh, 10. 10 to Bo. Skipped a number.
whoa.
Oh, okay. 10 to Bo. Can I get 11? And 10 to Bo going once. No 11s. 10 to Bo going twice.
11 T's.
Just gonna like periodically just speak in Lord of the Rings.
Got it.
All right. We move to item number 8. The Eagles have fewer real drives with 0 first downs than the Raiders. He adds that the Raiders, that's okay. The Raiders are 17th in avoiding 3 and outs and actually very good at forcing them on defense. 6th. The Eagles, meanwhile, are 32nd at avoiding them and are 30th in forcing them. And this will be a reverse Dutch auction where Julia will start at 1, count up until 2 players yell swooper out. Again, the item is the Eagles have fewer real drives with 0 first downs than the Raiders. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Counting up or down?
You are counting up.
Okay. Ready? 1.
Swooper out.
Super out.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I didn't want it.
So I get it for 2.
Get it for 2. Yeah.
For 2.
Because I was worried about that delay on this one, so that makes me feel better.
People say I use the abacus wrong.
You use it
Yeah, but
however
I
you
mean,
want.
that's.
I mean, I haven't.
But however you need to use it.
Yeah.
you keep
Whatever
track.
makes you,
Oh, that might be a little inappropriate.
whatever helps you sleep at night.
How are you planning to use the abacus?
I was not. I didn't have a plan, but you say you can use it however you want. I don't know if that's actually the right thing to say.
What are you implying?
I'm not implying anything.
We're gonna need
Those
Order.
some kind
Order.
of.
I am
He's
uncomfortable.
moving him over.
Woo.
10.
Woo.
Oh no.
Oh man, that poor chipmunk with antlers.
No wonder it looks so sad.
Oh.
Look, Tara, look,
Grabbing those antlers.
Tara.
It looks like it's in a cage. It's like it's trapped. Oh no. Stop, please. Oh no.
You brought that on yourself. That was your thing.
My head's not in the gutter like that. I didn't think about it. I'm sorry. Oh,
Okay.
I don't think I've ever been more uncomfortable on this show.
All right. Item number 9.
Yep.
Fran.
Either Quinyon Mitchell or Cooper DeJean record an interception. Start the bidding at
So
2.
not both.
No, either one. Start the bidding at 2.
2.
So to be clear,
And-
if they both have a pick, this item does not hit.
Oh, what? All right. I did mean for it to be at least one
Okay.
of, yes. So both of them have, then it would count. At least Quinyon Mitchell or, yeah.
No, it's still phrased right, but we just had
Okay.
to clarify.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
All right.
2.
2 to Fran. 2 to Fran. Getting a 3.
The crazy part is like I held back, like I got so much deeper on that thing.
2 to Fran. Going once.
Uh,
Getting a 3. Anyone got a 3? 2 to Fran. Going twice. No 3s. Sold to Fran for.
I just think they're due. But, you know, Sometimes you got a gut feeling on it.
It's Kenny Pickett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to feel a little overconfident. He's like, oh, I'm going to try these guys.
Gonna spin it against these guys. Yeah.
Sure.
Show them what they're missing.
Yeah, I mean, Quinion's not going to catch it, though.
He's due.
Okay.
That
All right.
interception that DeJean had last was nuts. That was an insane play. That was a crazy play.
It was awesome.
All right.
All right. Try
What do you got over there?
to keep your hands free here. I don't know what to expect from EJ with this item.
What do my hands have to do with it? I just my final item, Jalen Hurts finishes the game with a positive touchdown to interception ratio.
Okay.
I'm going to start the bidding at 4.
4.
5.
Ooh,
6.
5 to Fran. 6 to EJ.
7.
7 to Fran.
8.
8 to EJ. Oh, 9 to Fran.
10.
Oh, 10 to EJ. Gonna get 11. 11 Z's.
You got it.
Oh,
10 to
I thought you
EJ
were
going
gonna
once.
outbid me.
Oh, okay. Go to EJ for 10.
All right. My final item. We've complained all year long about the Eagles, what they do when they get the ball at the end of the first half.
Oh, no. Wow.
The Eagles offense picks up a first down or gains 10 plus yards with fewer than 12 seconds remaining in the first half. So essentially, they do something late in the first half. And I'm starting the bidding at 1.
Man, the positivity really just seeping from your pores.
I mean, I started the bidding at 1.
1. 1 to Bo. Gonna get a 2. Gonna get a 2. 1 to Bo going once. No twos, no twos, no twos. 1 to Bo going twice.
2.
Oh, 2 to Fran. 2 to Fran. Gonna get a 3. 2 to Fran going once. Gonna get a 3. 2 to Fran going twice. No 3s. Sold to Fran.
Quick note from Eagles practice. Per Tim McManus, no Lane Johnson or Landon Dickerson at Eagles practice on Thursday.
They're going to that Dick's. Skipping practice to go to Dick's.
No, it's just Lane, I think, that's going.
No.
Lane,
Yeah.
no, it was
Mailata.
Lane and Mailata.
Oh, okay.
I got a story about Mailata, Jalen Dancing, and Cam Latu at the end of Swooper.
Let's hear it. Let's tell it to us now before we get to the final item. We'll build up some suspense.
Okay. Mailata. You know what? I don't think I should tell the Mailata story.
You already teased
Are you
it.
kidding me?
I don't know if it was firmly on the
Have to
record.
do with an abacus?
No.
Does it have to do with venison?
Let's just say Mailata's favorite reporter might be in the studio, and it maybe he said it multiple times in front of other people. Just saying. Flex. My other stories are better.
Can you tell us the other stories?
The Jalen Hurts dancing story is maybe a little inappropriate. You guys mentioned the Colts mascot. Is that what you were talking about? Something.
Blue.
Yeah. So somebody can find this clip, I'm sure. Jalen scored a touchdown in Indianapolis last time they were there, which I think is 22, right?
Yeah, 22.
He gets in the end zone, and the mascot. Have you seen what the Colts mascot does? He thrusts his pelvis aggressively.
It's like the fanatic, yeah.
Yeah, he's doing that to Jalen Hurts, and he's doing it aggressively, in a way that's kind of to disrespect Jalen.
Like he was an abacus.
So he's doing this to Jalen.
He was just trying to count
And
how many points the Eagles scored.
we keep this on track. He's doing it to Jalen, and Jalen does it right back to him.
Wow.
The clip is out there. I'm sure somebody will find it. It is worth looking up. It's funny.
Okay.
And I spoke to Cam Latu yesterday for my locker room notes.
Mm-hmm.
And?
Delightful guy. Just good perspective on life and football. Talked about how the beginning of his career was humbling for him. Talked about how when he moved to tight end at Alabama, he was originally a defensive end as a 4-star recruit. And he said, I'm not going to the NFL. I'm, like as a tight end, it's just not going to happen for me. And talked about how the effort that he plays with is informed by the fact that he's been through a lot of adversity in the league. So I enjoyed that conversation.
Okay. Nice.
Can I close the loop?
Sure.
None of that tip money from the Taylor Swift concert and came to my pocket. So just wanted to close the story from yesterday.
But
do you owe Lindsay a dollar?
do you remember? Would you have been offended if Lindsay had not tipped you?
I honestly was probably only doing that out of reflex from doing that all night with the tip thing.
So you have to do it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I
You
guess that's
can't
true.
even keep going
That's a good
unless-
point.
yeah.
Yeah. Would I have given? What was the
Would
question?
you have been offended if she hadn't tipped?
Oh, no, I would not have been.
Were you looking when people, like other people did it? Would you look and be like, oh, see how much they tipped?
No.
Because that's what I like assume people at restaurants are
I
doing.
mean, they might
like
have. But
the second I walk away, they're like, $2.
I mean, we had a tip jar at the ice cream shop I worked at when I was in high school. And like, I would take it as a point of pride to I wanted people to put money in the tip jar. I don't know. I guess like the touchscreen kind of makes it a little bit less direct.
yeah.
Maybe you're not as incentivized.
So during the big concert events,
Right. All hands on deck.
It's all hands on, and you would get paid like extra money to however much it was. If you worked one concert, you got this, and if you worked every concert, you got even more. So I just did the one, and the way I looked at it was because Meg and all of her friends went, and they were just going to Uber home. I was like, all right, this will essentially pay for the Uber, the Uber home.
Okay.
So I went.
But you had to pay for a babysitter at that point.
Francis just stayed with one of our moms. But yeah, probably would not have done that again.
Was that the only one you did?
That was the only concert I ever worked. Yeah, it was crazy.
No, you had something else to add to this.
There were some especially late in the, first of all, the sweatshirts and stuff, how much those things were going for.
Crazy.
Insane.
Yeah.
Insane prices, right? Insane price points. And then the wave was constant. You would think before the concert, then after the concert, it was constant. The line was constant. But then as the night goes on, the people that start coming through was very funny. There was this
Drunker and drunker.
Oh yeah, this one woman comes through, and she had I forget which drink it was, but there were two giant cans, and there was clear bag policy in the stadium. So clear bag, 2 cans inside the bag, and there's everything in there, and it's just sloshing and all of this. I'm like, oh my god, that phone, that wallet, everything's just ruined. Yeah.
And then she tipped you $1.
Yeah.
All right. The final item. Entering the final item, I have 10 turkeys. Fran has 9. EJ has 0. The professor brings us item 12. The Eagles win by more points than the number of turkeys for which this item is sold. Can borrow turkeys from next week. Normal auction? Normal auction.
Normal auction.
All right. 2.
What about
3.
4.
Fran? 4 to EJ. Can I get a 5?
5.
Oh, 5 to Fran.
7.
Oh, 7 to EJ.
Nice job in passing the 6-7. Well done. 8.
8 to Bo.
That was Fran.
That was me.
Can I get a 9? Oh,
8.
sorry.
Yep, it's okay.
8 to Fran. 8 to Fran.
A little pricey.
Can I get a 9?
9.
9 to Bo. Can I get a 10. 10 to Fran. 11sies? Huh? 10 to Fran going once? 11sies? No, 11sies. 10 to Fran going twice. Oh, 11sies. Sold to Fran.
For 10.
For 10.
Eagles going to win by 11.
Eagles got to win by 11.
All
At
right.
least.
Fran. Eagles win by 11. The Eagles do something at the end of the first half. Cooper DeJean or Quinyon Mitchell has an interception. The Eagles go 100% on scoring touchdowns from goal-to-go situations, and the Eagles win the time of possession in this game by more than the length of the Heisman acceptance speech. And if it's Mendoza, I forgot about this, you're going to get those 7 turkeys back, so good job by you spending your turkeys. EJ, the Eagles have more under center snaps than snaps out of empty. Thomas Booker has a sack, TFL, or is involved in a turnover. Jalen Hurts does not have a giveaway in the game, and Jalen Hurts has a positive touchdown to interception ratio. I have Thomas Booker plays more snaps than Jordan Davis, or Tristan McCollum plays more snaps than Sidney Brown. Jalen Hurts, that poo-poo platter, and the Eagles have fewer real drives without a third down than the Raiders. I have 10 turkeys left over. EJ has 0. Fran has -1, but if Fernando Mendoza wins the Heisman, he'll have 6. And that'll do it for Swooper. End screen. Boom.
Man. Looks good.
I mean,
Shout out to Lindsay.
yeah, the graphic quality.
You didn't say bye to Julia, though. I was like waiting to see if you said
man.
thanks, but she's gone now.
All right.
Yeah, it's rude. Bye.
Oh, bye.
Bye.
Bye, Julia.
Love you all.
Thank you for
Bye.
delivering
Love ya.
positivity, Prancer.
I still don't understand
The
why
cool
she
chipmunk.
had to deliver it.
How was I going to bring it into the studio without
have
you
a
noticing?
jacket? You could have.
I don't have pockets anywhere. I could not have gotten it in here. You guys were like all on alert.
Stick it
even
in your
for
jacket.
her.
Stick it in the side of your jacket.
Like this?
Yeah.
You're thinking that's
Come on.
less suspicious than
Fine.
Julia walking
Lindsay,
in just before we go live?
Can you go to this camera to show how ridiculous this is? Like, what are we doing? No,
You look like you have a you look like you have a chipmunk.
You're going to put it down your pants later anyway. You might as well have just done it that way.
I don't think you can hear Julia laughing.
His mic's still on. Yeah.
I'm so hot. I'm sorry. I love you. Bye.
That's amazing.
Yeah, you have a bag,
I didn't bring any of it in here.
but I'm saying you could have brought it in from in there.
You guys, come on. What are we doing here? What are we doing? I think the execution of it coming in was fine. I actually think the sentiment was good. I would say it was about 40, 60, like positive reaction. I don't think it was more than 50%
How do you get
positive.
to 40, 60
What do you
on
mean?
that?
I think 40% liked it. I think
From the
60%
chat?
from the chat. Yeah, the chat. The chat didn't. I
I
don't
mean,
think.
listen, it was a total flop, but the flop of it gave us something to talk about during the episode. I
Sure.
appreciate that.
Yeah, I think it brings some good vibes.
I do think we need to call out again whoever the makers of this quote unquote reindeer.
Yeah, I mean-
because it doesn't look anything like a reindeer.
It does not look like a deer.
Literally, it. A corgi's not a bad call. I mean, it is pretty corgi shaped.
Hmm. Yeah, it's bad.
I don't know what to do with it. Like,
The options are limitless.
here you can have it, and
No,
you can
I
do
don't want that thing.
You can do whatever you want with it. Do whatever you want with that
Where
thing.
that's been.
Oh.
All right.
How long were your dogs ripped? Would it take them to rip that apart?
Oh, my oldest dog would have that thing like all across the living room in 15 seconds.
Mhm.
He like doesn't even play with the toy. It's like, how long will it take me to destroy this?
Sounds like a good outcome.
My dog also, if it squeaks, he will squeak it and then he'll start howling
Mm.
because he doesn't like that it squeaks.
Mm.
It's
Classic Big P.
I like am an innocent guy. Like I don't do anything weird, and on this show, I get positioned into these weird situations where it's like, "Why is your dog called Big P?"
I don't do anything weird.
Don't put it into the newspaper.
Don't do anything weird. I'm just afraid of rings in my own tomatoes.
Oh, no, those things are weird, but you know what I mean. Oh man.
All right. Fun stuff. That'll do it for this episode of the PHLY Eagles podcast. Back tomorrow at 2:00 with the professor in studio. Sixers coming up. They aren't live right now. Head on over there. Of course, Cuz at 6:00 today. And then we got a Flyers game tonight. So check it all out on all of your various PHLY channels. For Lindsay and Julia and Fran and EJ and Vixen Vibes, we say thank you.
Do the thing again.
No. We will talk to you tomorrow at 2:00. Like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. And as always, we love you.
We all silly like the mayor.